The Wolf Spear are an Ultima founding successor chapter of the Space Wolves. Thanks to the genius of Archmagos Dominus Belisarius Cawl, these inheritors of the Wolf King's genetic line are the first to be sired from their primogenitor in 10,000 years. The Rout's last ill-fated attempt to create a successor chapter, the Wolf Brothers, damned to corrupting mutations, this new breed of the Sky Warriors of Russ have proven extremely effective in combating the enemies of the Imperium. Comparatively dour when contrasted to their more light-hearted kinsmen, the Wolf Spear's taciturn nature belies their savagery as hunters. Their title derived from the legendary Spear of Russ, reflecting their dire need for a reluctant weapon to pierce the hearts of their enemies. Composed of the Primaris reinforcements left over from Roboute Guillem's replenishment of the Vilka Fenrica's great companies, their large stature, wrought from the technologies of Mars, have proven difficult for their primogenitor to accept. Unproven in the eyes of their kin, the Wolf Spear took little time in proving their worth. In time given sanction by the Great Wolf Logan Grimnar's Kin Pact declaration that these soldiers were indeed worthy to fight alongside his own men. Demanding these new upstarts to adhere to the teachings and customs of the Space Wolves, the Grey Shields of Guilliman issued the Lord of Ultramar's doctrines in favor of the Creed of the Rout. Under strength and fleet-based during their inception, the Wolf Spear incorporated Fenrisian recruited Firstborn Marines to bolster their numbers, forming bonds of brotherhood through instinct. Honoring the sacrifice of those Grey Shields who fell before the formation of their chapter, the feats of the First Slain live on in the Wolf Spear's retaining of the colorless grey plate of the Fallen. Largely emotionless in their dealings with outsiders, even the Space Wolves find their brooding demeanor to jar with their own buoyant nature, with even Wolf Lord Eric Morkai remarking on their peerless focus. Resembling the terror tactics and brutal maneuvers of the Sons of Morkai, as a show of respect, Eric seconded his most experienced Wolf Scouts to aid this fledgling chapter. Containing the feral beast which lurks within their souls, the Canis Helix, regardless of their Primaris-enhanced physiology, calls out and can lead to their transformation into Wolfen. Piquing the interest of Logan Grimnar, who saw in them a strong weird, the Great Wolf granted further reinforcements of his own great company to the ranks of what were now regarded as the Grim Wolves, or Dark Terror. Now bolstered with several ascended Firstborn Marines of the Champions of Fenris who had endured the Rubicon Primaris, the Wolf Spear, now replete with warriors of both grizzled and fresh-faced warriors, began to form bonds of unbreakable brotherhood. Prowling the void in search of prey, the absence of a world to call their own fostered a restlessness within the heart of the chapter, the lack of a hearth regardless enhancing their combat prowess, alike to the immense krakens of the depths of Fenris. Constructing outposts across the galaxy to aid in the resupply of their fleet, the lairs of the Wolf Spear team with rugged potential candidates to be inducted into their ranks, though the chapter also draws recruits from the desert deathworld of Zordion and Ice Moon of Zindos II. Nominally utilizing their strike cruiser, the Umbral Claw, as their mobile fortress monastery, the flagship of High Jarl Idixtianulf houses the chapter's armory, spiritual sanctuaries, and court of the Jarls. Supported by small flotillas of escort and attack craft, rallied by the strike cruisers of each Jarl, the Wolf Spear fleets champion agility, firepower, and stealth in order to harry the enemies of the Allfather. Targeting the most deadly war assets within the battle lines of their foes, the Wolf Spear unleashed devastation from the shadows before returning to the safety of their embrace. Competition is rife within the Jarldoms, the chapter's efficiency suffering when committed to protracted campaigns, whilst deadlier prey taunt them from beyond. Committing their efforts to the war zones of Imperium Nihilus, this beleaguered expanse of the galaxy harbors among the mightiest enemies of humanity. Mobilizing their forces to patrol the perilous Narkmund Gauntlet, which bisects the Cicatrix Maledictum, every Jarl of the chapter bellows the name of the Wolf King as their companies carve their glory into the flesh of their enemies in scattered formations. Tracking their foes through the void upon acquiring the scent of their prey, upon their rune priest's discovery of a ripple in the warp, the chase begins. Observing their enemies using stealth monitoring until the opportune time to strike presents itself, the Wolfspear's infiltrators prowl the foe's battle lines before making their devastating first strike, supported by Eliminator packs. As panic spreads, the Outriders of the chapter and Thunderwolf cavalry descend upon them, gorging themselves on the fear of their enemies as their blades and teeth sink deep. Relentlessly harrying those which attempt to escape, few have the stamina nor constitution to survive the devastating attacks of the Wolfspear. Revering tradition alike to their primogenitor, each battle brother practices oath-making as the saga of their chapter continues to grow, carving runes upon their weapons and armor, inlaid with the powdered bones of their fallen kin. It is not uncommon for battle brothers to ink their vows unto their flesh, forming subpacks known as Oathbound to pursue shared objectives such as avenging slain pack alphas. On completion of their objectives, such bands of warriors shall toast within their feasting halls. Grouping its Astartes into 7 Jarldoms, each elects a proven veteran akin to the ranks of Wolflord to lead them. Highly autonomous in nature, though each Jarl defers to the judgment of their chapter master, known as the High Jarl on occasions, in practice, each Jarldom courses their own trails to hunt. Promoting proven Astartes as battle leaders to command each demi-company of the Jarldoms, pack leaders act as sergeants of the chapter. Their rune priests among the most sinister of the Librarian Creed, an eerie shadow casts a pall over their presence as they lead the Hounds of Morkai into battle against similarly psychically potent foes. Clad in grey ceramite, adorned with black backpacks, faceplates, pauldron insets, and right knee plates, their use of heraldry is largely unique to each battle brother concerning filigree and fur cloaks, aside from the gold wolf variant aquillas on their chest plates. Their right pauldron painted with red tactical rolls such as diamonds, lightning bolts, and triangles. Veterans of the chapter replace such tactical rolls with bespoke pack markings in red, black, and white. Adopting the trappings of the Space Wolves, such as wolf badges and sigils, each Astartes marks their pack runes on their armor as replacements of Gothic numerals to signify their squad, often but not limited to being placed on their leg plating or backpacks. The symbol of their chapter, a white wolf's head atop a pair of crossed red spears upon a field of black, its bared fangs epitomize their ferocious acts of aggression. Leaving little more than whimpering wretches in the wake of their onslaughts, these menacing sons of the Wolf King uphold their liege lord's reputation as a primal killer beyond match.